Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing something a little different than I haven't done before. I'm going to do a Q&A, and this is going to be an Instagram Q&A because over on Instagram I asked you guys if there's any questions that you want me to answer. So basically I just screenshotted the questions and I'm just going to answer them now. So get comfortable and cozy, get a little snack. I'm going to try to answer these questions as best as I can, but hopefully it'll give you a little bit more insight to me, get to know me a little better. And yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, make sure you are subscribed. Hit the notification bell so you know when I'm posting videos. And make sure you're following me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter at allmyloves2. And now let's get into these questions. Okay, so first question, why are you so beautiful? I don't know, but thank you so much. Another question, why are you so beautiful? Thank you very much. I know this is a question, but it's like, how do you answer that question? I guess I have to say thanks to my mom and my dad. Are you dating anybody? We're not going to answer that question. Can I have you? I'm not property. Next question. Do you feel as though millennials are veering away from God? That's a pretty deep question. I don't even know if I say millennials are veering away from God. I think that people are definitely more open with their religious or spiritual beliefs now, whatever you want to say, whether it be good or bad. I feel like people are more comfortable stating their opinions on what they feel as far as there being a higher power. I will say though, I have ran into some people, I guess you'd put them in the millennial box, who kind of say they don't really believe in God and say they're atheist. I don't judge anybody based on their beliefs or how they live their lives. I think based on what I've seen, a lot of times that happens if people maybe have had negative situations in their lives where maybe they did lean on God and they felt like the outcome didn't turn out the way that they had hoped, and so they kind of are at a point in their lives where they turn their back on God. And I understand it. I mean, it's like I said, to each his own. I understand it, but I don't think I would say millennials. I think it's just kind of like a case-by-case basis. It's just people. But I will, like I said, overall say that I feel like people are definitely comfortable being more open about their beliefs. You look so young. How old are you? Thank you very much. I'm 37. I've mentioned this before. Even on my Instagram, if you do follow me there, I've mentioned my age. I talked about my daughter, who is 19. So if you guys are not following me on Instagram, you definitely should. I do share a lot more over there. What period in history had the best fashion? I don't really know. I would say maybe the 70s or so. I mean, I think they had a really cute style. Even now the styles are still super popular, like bell bottoms and really bold colors. The 50s were really cute too. That was like all about like being super ladylike and having your skirts and your pearls and your heels at all times. So yeah, I don't have a particular period in fashion that I think is my favorite. I feel like there's a little bit from each time that we can take from, which obviously we do. Styles are always recycled all the time. So I think that each time period has a style that I would like. So I don't think I would pick an actual favorite. Next, what makes you happy? That's such like a common question. And I feel like my answer to that is so corny and cliche, but it's my honest answer. So what makes me happy is honestly just being around good people with good energy. Like, I'm someone that really I don't let people's energy for the most part dictate how I feel, but I definitely feel people's energy. Like, I get vibes from people, whether they be good or bad. And so I think that, like I said, being around people who are like truly positive and happy, like I always say, like I love to be around people who I can be in a room with nothing else in there but just me and those people, and we can still have a good time and we can still laugh and have fun. I feel like that's what makes me genuinely happy. I don't encounter a lot of genuinely good people, so when I come across people who I feel like are like really good people, like you can just feel it in your spirit, in your soul, that they're like a good person and they do things not because they're, you know, trying to gain anything from it, but because they're just a good person. I just feel like that just makes me so happy. So I don't know, like I said, call it corny or whatever, but that's what makes me happy. Next question, are you single? Not gonna answer that one either. feel like that aspect of my life, like I'm trying to be more open with you guys, but that aspect of my life, not really ready to share too much. This is kind of getting off topic a little bit. I do feel like sometimes God will turn your test into a testimony, and at some point I would like to kind of share more of an in-depth side of the things that I've been through. Why I feel like I just got a little emotional. My sister would be laughing at me because she thinks I'm so sensitive and I get so emotional, and I always want to cry, which I'm not about to cry right now. But one day I will share more in depth about myself with you guys on I feel so annoying every time I'm about to cry. I think I'm just like emotional right now because I didn't even say anything that would cause me to cry, but for some reason I feel like I'm about to. But like I said, one day I'll share a little bit more with you guys, but right now, like, there's certain aspects of my life that I'm just like not ready to share. Okay, I'm gonna just go take a moment. As I was saying before, I became annoyingly emotional. There's just certain aspects of my life that I am just not ready to share. I'm actually a very private person, but I do want to open up and share more with you guys. I feel like in everyone's life, there's always situations that someone else can learn from, they can grow from. It can be just something maybe that they needed to hear. Maybe they're going through a similar situation. So I'm sorry if there's questions in here that I'm not answering. But I'm not comfortable answering every question, but I will answer as many as I'm comfortable answering. So I apologize for getting a little emotional. I know that's so annoying. I get annoyed with myself when I'm about to cry because I'm just really sensitive. The next one is, how do you make your skin look so smooth with makeup on? Little fine bumps always show up on my skin. I have a lot of little bumps. I'm breaking out like crazy right here on my face right now. I think it really just depends on the application of your makeup. If you have a lot of bumps and everything, or a lot of texture going on with your skin, you're not going to want to pile a bunch of makeup on it because it's just going to bring out the texture even more. So I just try to keep my makeup to a minimal, especially when I have a lot of texture going on, so that it still looks somewhat natural, but it's not enhancing all of the texture that might be going on my skin. Favorite movie. So my daughter asks me questions like this all the time about like my favorite stuff, and I'm not really like a favorites kind of person. Like, I do the current loves. Like, I'll have products that I'm like really loving for a moment, but as far as like my all-time favorite things, I don't necessarily always have those. But favorite movie, like I said, this is not like my favorite movie, but I will say that every time my best friend's wedding comes on, I do kind of let it play in the background if I have something going on. I don't know what it is about that movie. I just think it's really cute. I'm not the kind of person that watches movies over and over again. Like, if I've seen a movie, I don't really have a desire to watch it again. But like I said, that is a movie that every now and then it comes on and I always watch it. What's your favorite perfume? My favorite perfume, which is the only perfume I've ever been able to wear, is by Dolce & Gabbana No. 3. It's like Le Imperatrice or something. I've mentioned it before. I think that I've linked it in numerous videos. I believe it's on my Amazon store, so there's a link to my Amazon store below if you're curious about it. It's the only one I've ever been able to wear. I'm very, very sensitive to scents, so they get like regular perfumes give me like headaches, they make me nauseous. It's just too strong. But this one has kind of like a fruity, I think there's like a kiwi note in there, and it's just like a very light scent that I'm able to handle. Outside of that perfume, I really just wear like body sprays from Victoria's Secret, or I love the Rio de Janeiro body spray. That one's really nice. But yeah, I'm super sensitive with scent, so I can't like wear a lot of perfumes at all. Would you ever dye your hair color? What color? I really have been wanting to dye my hair color for a long time. Kind of like, well, back in the day, I used to want to dye my hair like a chocolate brown, which I think would still be really pretty. Now I kind of want to do like, kind of like a chocolatey brown, but more so like highlights, just kind of like framing my face and just kind of like throughout my hair. But I'm kind of scared to put color in my hair. For one, my hair gets dry super easy, and color is going to dry your hair out even more. And I'm just so picky about what I do with my hair because I don't want to damage it. Like, I don't ever put any heat in my hair, and so color is just something that you really got to be careful with because it can totally change the texture of your hair. It can break your hair off. It can make your hair dry out, like I mentioned. So I would love to try color in my hair. I just have not been brave enough to try it yet. What are you most passionate about? Honestly, I feel like I'm most passionate about helping people. Like, every career that I've ever had has always dealt with helping people. Like my bachelor's degree is in psychology, helping field. My master's is in mental health counseling, helping field. I taught for a couple years, that's a helping field. Real estate, that's another area where you're always helping people. So that's honestly what I'm really passionate about, is just being able to help other people out, whether it's friends, family, strangers, whoever. I like being able to help make someone else's life a little better, or just kind of like brighten up their day. Next question. I like your videos, they're entertaining. What are your future plans for content? Thank you so much. I am so happy that you love my content. Sorry for the outside noise. It's like every time I want to film, it has to be a lot of stuff going on. The fire alarm just went off. Like, can I just like film in peace without any outside noises? Okay, so what are your future plans? I got sidetracked, as you guys see. I'll do that a lot. What are your future plans for content? So my future plans for content is just to continue to try to be creative in this over-consumed time of social media. It's hard to be original. So for me, it's not so much of trying to do like the latest and the coolest and the trendiest thing, or come up with the most innovative idea. It's just things that I feel resonate with me. And so lately I feel like I've been feeling very inspired to make videos, which is why I've been posting twice a week, because I feel like I am inspired to like make more content so I can keep up with it 2 times a week, which I've been doing for a couple weeks. So far so good. Yeah, I just want to do more like something like this, a Q&A, or I did like a grocery haul, which is something different. I want to do a cooking video. I'm thinking of what I can cook, because you guys have mentioned you want to see me do cooking videos. But if you follow me on Instagram, I know I always say that, you guys, but there's so much more content on my Instagram than you see on YouTube. I do have a highlights for cooking, so sometimes when I'm cooking, I will, you know, show you guys step by step what I do to make that meal. So check that out if you want to see more things like that. But yeah, I just want to do more videos. Like, my main thing I've always done is like fashion, hair, makeup, skincare, but there's so much more to me than that. So I just kind of want to, like I said, share more of that, let you guys know more about me, be more creative, and do things outside of the whole like beauty world. You know what I'm saying? So that's my future plans, is to just continue to do different things that I love. Can you post more videos on real estate, please? Yes, I actually have another video that I had recorded on what to do after you get your real estate license. So the first one I did was what to do before getting your real estate license, and I recorded the second one, and then I went to edit it, and half of the content was gone. I don't know where the half of the video disappeared to. So I'm going to try to do it today, but I have to find the time to re-record all of the questions or all the information that I recorded that somehow got deleted. So yes, I'm definitely going to do more real estate videos. If you guys haven't checked the one I already did, check it out. If you are someone, or you know someone that's interested in real estate, or if you're looking for a home, looking to sell your home, whatever the case may be, and you live in Georgia, let me know. I can help you out. Next question. How do you stay so positive? Love your videos. Thank you. So first things first is everybody is human. Everybody is not going to be super happy and positive 100% of the time. I try to remain positive as much as I can. I try to put out a lot of positive things to try to encourage other people. But honestly, the way that I stay positive is this. Okay, so this has been my thing for like the past like year and a half or so, which has, you know, been a bit of a trying time for me. But I always say to myself, walk by faith and not by sight, because honestly that is what has gotten me through one of the hardest times of my life, is to just know that despite what I see around me, despite what circumstances I may be dealing with, I just have to know that something out there is looking out for me, and that everything is going to get better. Here I go getting emotional again. Oh my god. Yeah, like I said, I just try to remind myself to stay positive. It's hard. It's something that you really have to put a lot of work into. Honestly, it's not easy to just be positive all the time, especially when your circumstances around you are maybe causing you to feel negative, or showing you something outside of what being positive would make you feel. But like I said, I just have to remind myself to walk by faith, not by sight. I read a lot of positive things. I listen to a lot of positive things, whether it's like spiritual or just like motivating or encouraging. I have like various apps that I read every single morning, like that are just gonna like give me some positive messages and keep me encouraged. I follow like a lot of really positive and spiritual pages on Instagram, so I'm constantly filling my mind with positivity, so that if I do have a moment when I'm feeling down, or you know, things are not really going the way that I want, I can just kind of look at those and they will just like remind me like, okay, it's gonna be okay. Be positive, like you have come this far, there's no reason why things are not going to continue to go well. So, and I'll share some of those apps with you guys probably in my next loves video, like whatever I call it. What do I call it? My current loves. I'll share some of those apps with you guys because I post a lot of stuff on my Instagram. You guys always ask what apps they're from, and I share them with you guys when you ask me, but I'll kind of like put in a video one day. Next question. Did you meditate yet? No, I don't meditate. Somebody had suggested that I meditate. I wish I got paid every time somebody told me to meditate. Meditation is something that I've tried. It just doesn't really work for me. Like, my mind is always going, so I don't really know how to just clear my mind in order to just like meditate and focus on nothing. Like, it's just always going in different directions and thinking of different things. How did you end up in Atlanta? So I moved here from San Antonio. I grew up in Illinois. But yeah, this was supposed to be like a temporary move while my daughter was in school. And then once she finished high school, we were supposed to move to LA. But you know, life happens, things happen. And so I'm here now. I don't know if I'll be here forever. I'm open to wherever the universe is going to take me. But for now, I'm here and I'm content being here. Moving to ATL, Chamblee, Tucker area, will you be my agent? All the information for my real estate stuff is linked in my bio, so you can just contact me through that link, and yeah, then we can get started looking on a home for you. Next question. Oh, I said next question, but this says no question. You look so young, it's hard to believe you have a teenager. Yes, I have a teenager. She's 19. I've mentioned it before. How tall are you? I say 5'6", but technically I'm 5'5.5", but I just go with 5'6". Celeb crush. I honestly don't have a celeb crush. I really don't have anybody that I'm just like, oh my god, he's so fine. But you know what I will say? So I know that a lot of women love Idris Elba, or however you say that man's name. I think he's a handsome dude, and I mean, I get why people think he's handsome, but as I become more of a mature woman, I'm starting to find him very attractive as an older gentleman. So maybe I would say that he's my celeb crush. I can't really think of anybody offhand. Like I said, I don't really crush on people like that, but I'm starting to think that he's kind of handsome. Like, I get the hype. I can see why all the ladies love him, because he's a good looking older dude. What is something you do every day that helps your mind? I kind of just touched on this topic a little while ago, where I said that every day I have various apps that I read on my phone that are, you know, positive affirmations, or they're just like positive spiritual stuff. Just reminders to be happy and to stay positive and stay encouraged and know that everything's going to be okay. So that's how that's what helps my mind every day. When it seems like things around you are crumbling, how do you assess your thoughts about it? Once again, the same thing, you guys. Honestly, what has gotten me through the most trying time of my life? I'm trying not to cry. You guys are gonna be like, oh my god, she's like an emotional mess. But you guys, there's just some topics that just cause a little bit of an emotional reaction from me, okay? Yeah, once again, those are the things. Like, seriously, just like over consuming my mind with positivity. Even if I'm not feeling positive, even if I'm feeling a mess or negative or upset or sad, whatever the case may be, just reminding myself by reading different, whether it's scriptures or like, I love listening to Joel Osteen stuff, or reading positive affirmations. Like, I just have so many different like apps, or like I said, Instagram pages that just feed me with positivity on a daily basis, that just remind me to stay encouraged and just know that, like, you guys, listen, no matter what is going on in your life, like, walk by faith and not by sight. Despite your religious beliefs, if you just believe that there is something out there, call it the universe, call it God, call it whatever you want, something is out there looking out for you, and you just have to believe it and know that without the shadow of a doubt that everything is going to be okay. It just comes down to, like, even take the religion out of it if you're not a religious person. It just comes down to the power of your mind. If you think negatively, and you're always expecting negative things to happen, and you're always saying that bad things always happen, what do you think you're going to attract to your life? You're going to attract a lot of bad and negative things. But if you can look beyond what you see on a daily basis, or the negativity that you might feel, or look past the things that have happened in your life, and know that if you continue to stay positive and feed your mind with positivity and just have such a positive outlook on life, that things will get better. Like, you're gonna attract those things. Like, I know it sounds like stupid, and some people say like, oh, that's like magic. It's not magic. Like, people don't realize how powerful your mind is, and to be honestly, like, most people don't even use the majority of their mind power. Like, that's just like a scientific fact. And so your mind has the ability to control so much. Like, it starts with your mind. That controls everything around you, how you feel emotionally, how you treat people, how you let people treat you, what kind of things happen in your life. If you can just get some type of control on the thoughts that go on in your mind, and try to make a conscious effort to keep them positive, you guys, you will see such a huge change in your life. I know it's hard. Like, it sounds simple, but it's something that's very, very hard to do, especially when things aren't going well. But if you can do that on a consistent basis, you're definitely going to see a difference. You're going to manifest this life that you want, and things are going to work out, I promise you. But you just have to make that effort to maintain that positivity and that faith despite what's going on around you. Why are you so beautiful? LOL. Thank you. I know I'm saying thank you when it's a question, but it's like I said, how do you answer that kind of question? I appreciate the compliment. Next question. Oh, okay. Tips on how to make your pregnancy more enjoyable and fun. So, as I mentioned, my daughter is 19. So, pregnancy for me was quite a long time ago. And quick backstory. So, I got pregnant at 17. So I got pregnant at 17. I turned 18 in March, and I had my daughter in May. So I can't really say that that was an enjoyable and fun time. I definitely am, like, you guys don't even understand how super excited I am to, like, start that journey again and have more kids. Like, I've always said I wanted like 5 kids and to adopt one. So then I already have one. So technically I have 7. At this point, I probably will not be able to have that many kids. I do hope that I have twins next, and then I'm just going to have as many kids as I can from there on out. But yeah, I was a teenager. I was in high school. So that wasn't really a fun time for me. But I definitely can just say to just try to embrace it. Try to be as positive as you can. I mean, I'm not going to say it's easy. It's tough. The more support you have, the better. But at the end of the day, you know, everything you're going to be doing from there on out is all about your kids. And so that's your motivation. Like, I literally had my daughter a week before prom. Like, I had her, say like I had her like on a Monday. No, I had her, found my like prom dress, the exact prom dress that I wanted actually, on a Monday, and like I went to prom that weekend. And I was like, I'm gonna go to prom either way, pregnant or not, but I would really rather go not being pregnant. And I had her like right before prom. So I forget my point in saying that, but I think my whole point was, depending on where you are in life, is going to either make it an amazing time or a not so amazing time. I know that, like I said, when I have kids this time around, I'm like literally going to be so excited, and it's going to be such an amazing time. I'm going to be so happy. But if you're having a child at a young age, or at a time when you're not really prepared, it can be very stressful and very depressing. But like I said, the more support you have, the better. You really just have to somehow find the joy in it. Like, you're bringing a life, like you're responsible for a whole nother life that you're bringing into this world, and everything they do is dependent on you. So it's up to you to set that tone and try to set that example the best way you can. Parenting is hard. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's so hard. It's not easy, especially being a young mom, trying to figure out life for yourself, but then you've got to figure out life for a whole nother human as well. Like, that's really tough. So I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Like, you just gotta do what works for you. You gotta try to find the joy in it, try to embrace it. It's a beautiful thing. I think it's so unfortunate that a lot of times most women are in this situation where it's like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. What am I going to do? When it's supposed to be like, oh my God, yes, you're pregnant. This is amazing. This is exciting. Unfortunately, that's not always the circumstances. So just embrace it. Take Lamaze, because that is definitely going to help you so much with your breathing. Just like I said, embrace it, love it, enjoy, you know, wearing the clothes, and you don't got to worry about looking bloated because your belly is big because you got that baby. You know, it's so many cute outfits you can wear being pregnant. Yeah, just try to make it the best you can. I don't know. I really can't say how to enjoy it because, like I said, I was so young and it was 19 years ago. Things are so different now. But like I said, just make it the best experience that you possibly can, because it's tough. Did you enjoy being pregnant? I think I kind of touched on that. I didn't. I was 17. Like, that was the last thing that I was looking forward to doing, was being pregnant my entire senior year. But it happened and I embraced it. I will say that I did have a lot of support. I was definitely blessed to have a ton of support. So that was amazing. I know a lot of people don't have that. But yeah, it wasn't the best time in my life. But I wouldn't trade it for anything. Like, my daughter and I literally grew up together, and despite, you know, the drama that her and I may have endured, which is just what comes along with being a mom, period, but especially being a young mom and having a daughter, you know, that mother-daughter relationship is so tough. But I wouldn't trade it for anything. Like, she's been there for every major moment in my life and will always be there for every major moment in my life. So this was not supposed to be a crying video. It's supposed to just be a simple Q&A. But yeah, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it. I wish that it would have happened at a better time, but everything happens in your life for a reason, and it's meant to be in your life for a reason. So take it for what it is, learn from it, do better, and just be a better person from it. You know what I mean? We all have regrets, and you can't always go back and change things. So like I said, just make the most out of it and be a better person from it. Make better choices. Best advice for a young mom. Best advice for a new young mom. Like I said, I think I just kind of like touched on that already. Like, one thing I would add too is, like, stick with your goals. Like, I remember when I was pregnant and a lot of people were like, oh my God, what are you gonna do? And I'm like, well, I'm still gonna go to college. Like, why wouldn't I? Why would I not go to college now that I have someone else totally dependent on me? So stick to your goals, stay focused. There's so much help out there for you. Like, I know it may seem hard, like, oh my God, like, now I can't go to school, now I can't do this, now I can't go to that. But you can. You just gotta do your research. You just gotta find out the different resources that are available for you. Like, there's one thing that I really want to do one day. I want to have like a nonprofit organization for young girls and teen moms, because I saw so many people around me. Like, within my personal life, I didn't have anybody around me that was going through what I did, so it was kind of tough. But just in society overall, I know there's so many girls that get pregnant at a young age, and then you kind of feel like your life is over and you can't accomplish your goals. But you can. It's definitely going to be harder. Like, I'm not gonna lie about that. It's definitely going to be harder, but it's definitely still attainable. You just have to stay focused. You just have to find out those resources that are available for you. Like, for a young mom going to school, there's so many different scholarships or grants or just different things that can help you out to still accomplish your goals. So do your research, find that out, stay focused, and remember that all of this that you're doing is for your child. How do you stay motivated? By the way, love your style and channel. I think I already said that I stay motivated on a daily basis by consuming my mind with positivity. Like, that's just what works for me. Everybody is different, but that's what works for me. Name something that money can't buy that brings you the most joy in life. Good people. As cliche and corny as that sounds, being around good people. Like, I can't tell you guys, like, I'm a very, like you can see throughout this video, a very emotional person. So I feel things very deeply. I'm very empathetic and very compassionate, which is why I was drawn to the field of counseling, because I don't have to have gone through the same experience as someone else to feel empathy or compassion for them. So when I connect with people who are genuinely good people, and you can feel that they have like a good heart and a good soul, that just brings me so much joy. So I forget what the question was. Name something that money can't buy but brings you the most joy. Yeah, like I said, just being around good people. Don't get me wrong, money will help. This is what me and my friends talk about this all the time. Money cannot buy you happiness. Like, you could be the richest person in the world and you could still be the most unhappy person, because money is not everything. But money is one of the main things that most people stress about. So if you could have like all your bills paid, or you don't have to worry about how you're gonna pay your bills and take care of your life every day, and that was, you know, that was taken care of, yes, that would be amazing. Money is awesome. But like I said, money is not everything. So you could just be so unhappy even if you have all the money in the world. So for me, it's just being around good people who make me laugh and I genuinely enjoy being around. Where are you from? So my family's from Trinidad. I was born in New York. Yeah. So that's it. My family's from Trinidad. I was born in New York. I live in Atlanta now. I moved here from San Antonio, Texas. How old are you? I said that already. I'm 37. And that's it, you guys. Wow. Okay, I went through those questions pretty fast. I apologize for being so emotional. We'll see how I get around this whole editing thing. But yeah, I think some of those questions kind of like triggered memories and emotions in me. But you know what? That's just like real life. Like, if you are someone that I meet and you have a one-on-one conversation with me, like, this is me, this is it, this is how I am. Like I said, my sister laughs at me all the time because she's like, oh my God, are you about to cry? And not that I don't cry for everything, but like I said, I'm a very empathetic and compassionate person. And I don't know, I just like feel really deeply, and I always want the best for everybody. So I don't know, I just get a little emotional. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.